How's it? Today's Wednesday, July 19th, and I hit a PR today. It's been 4 months since my last PR, like PR, like real PR. On March 13th, I block snatched 110, which is by far the most I've ever done from any position ever. So that was the last PR. And then before that, I want to say the last real PR I had was in 2021. So this is the second PR of the year, and I don't know, man. I'm very happy about it. I do think I'm capable of much more than what I did today. Um, if you can't tell already, the PR for today is behind the neck jerk at 140. This is the most I've ever jerked ever. 140 from any position, any variation whatsoever. In 2021, which was the last time I remember a PR, like a real PR, is that was the last time I did 140. That was the only time in my entire life I clean and jerked 140. I've never done jerk from the blocks, jerks from the racks at this heavyweight before. Not from the front, not from the back, nothing. So today's it's pretty monumental for me. And all of that is happening with my lower back still being messed up. And I think that like if I am more careful with everything, deliberate with how my training goes, I feel like I'm gonna be able to clean and jerk this 140 soon again. And I don't know. It just gives me a lot of hope. I don't usually feel like this, so it's very rare for me to think about things in this kind of perspective. Here's 135. This is what I did last week. This is 297 pounds. I almost walked into the block there. A little bit wobbly, but that's okay. And here's my 140. This is the first time I've done this. I kept this part in the video just to remind everybody that the hardest part about this stupid shit is fucking standing it up off of these blocks. um, but yeah, here's my PR. Really quick there, really quick recovery. I was not happy with it because I feel like I'm capable of a lot more, and I was off balance on that split. And then I go for my second rep here. Fat fail. That's okay. I come back and I redo that second rep here, and turns out perfectly fine. It did look a little press outy, but kind of if you go back and watch the video, slow-mo that, most, if not all of the movement is coming from my shoulders being pressed down. Like the shoulder blade itself. Which doesn't normally happen for my jerks, but it happened on that time. It's better than that than my elbow being the moving portion. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm super happy with it. I think I can do 145 next week. I have lofty goals and aspirations of doing 150. I think I can do that as well. If you give me 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get there, but I do think I can get there. After these jerks, I moved into my quote-unquote light snatches. I'm at 86 today. They were all pretty good. They're okay. They're okay. I think first two were good. Second one I think was the best one, if I recall. Maybe the last one was good too, but yeah, I felt very, very quick. It feels like if I just kind of trust my pull off of the ground, then I move very, very well. And that's the whole goal with all of this. It feels like my speed and everything is a little bit more delayed because I'm tired from the jerks, but I don't feel any less confident in the snatches themselves. And then for what it's worth, I tried my best to do them all in quick succession. I think the first one started at 3:38 on the clock in the back. This is the fourth one at 3:40. And then on this last one, there's a little bit more time in between because I waited for Larry and then Vince to lift. But here's my last one here. Yeah, pretty solid, pretty easy, pretty standard. Not too much else to say about that. Um, yeah. After that, I moved to my snatch deadlifts with the slow negatives. 3 kilos for each of these sets from last week. And given what I was talking about yesterday, my lower back kind of being sore, I feel a little bit of it here. I think last week I felt a little bit more. And as I look on the side angle, I'm trying my best to keep that lower back extended, at the very least neutral, and I do think I do a good job of that. You see that right around that passes the little hook grip logo on the knee sleeve, that's when my lower back starts to dip into a little bit of flexion. But that's okay, because that's about where our start position is. So, yeah, pulling up from the ground here, and then we'll watch that lower back again. Not too bad on that one, so it's like it's getting better with heavier weights. For this Friday, I'm actually really excited to lift lighter weights on Friday. We'll see. I have to talk to my coach about what actual weights we're going to select, but I feel like 80 and 110 would make me so happy just because I would have a opportunity to practice with lighter weights and also not feel like I'm dying on Friday. So that's something I'm looking forward to quite a bit, especially considering how I did hit like actual personal record numbers today. Not one of those like weird like, oh, it's a exercise I don't ever do, so the numbers, this is the first time I'll ever do that number. No, this is like I don't do behind the neck jerks very often, but in totality, 140 over my head doesn't happen. You know, last time it happened was 2021. So that's a huge win for me. And I feel like just dialing back to Fridays, I feel like that's going to allow me to push harder on days like today, days like Monday, and perhaps moving back to the weightlifting shoes on Tuesdays is going to be a good idea for my lower back. You know, only time will tell, but I feel like I'm excited all over again. It's been a weird couple days since the last Friday. Last Friday was like the day I really like just gave up on everything. But yeah, finished off today with some back extensions, some single leg box jumps. I would not recommend doing this for anybody. I'm probably not ever gonna do them again. They're a little bit dangerous. And then just the one set of suitcase carries today because I was exhausted. But yeah, it's been good. It's first PR of many that I anticipate in the coming months. So hopefully you guys stick around. I would appreciate a like, a comment, a subscription. You know, support from all of you does mean a lot to me. I read every comment. I try to reply to most of them. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.